everyone, my name's Adele and I'm going to be showing you everything that's on my iPad and how I use it for college. I'm also going to show you some apps that I use, and they're all free because I am too stubborn to pay for anything else. Let's start off by showing you my iPad. I have the Apple iPad Air 4 in green and I really like this color. I thought it was so cute when I first saw it and I wanted it right away. I love the new colors that Apple comes out with. I always try and get the newest colors or the colors that are just different to me. For my iPhone 12 Pro, I got the blue one because I just thought it was so different and unique, and I did the same with this. I saw an ad for the Apple iPad Air 4 on a platform. I don't remember what platform it was, but I impulsively bought it the next day after seeing that ad. I don't regret it though, so that's good. I actually needed something more portable for school. I travel so often that I do online school, so I need something portable, something to access my databases for school often. And carrying around my laptop is just not fun for me. It's not portable. My laptop is kind of big. I still use my laptop at home and I use it for school often, but I mainly wanted something more portable and I decided to get an iPad because I just wanted an iPad also. I just think they're so cool. I mean, you don't need it, but once you have it, you realize that you need it, you know? Because you can't really go to something and then try and live without it later. I don't know. If you're thinking about buying an iPad though, I recommend the iPad Air in any model because it's just a good in-between for the iPad Pro and the normal iPad. It wasn't as expensive as the iPad Pro. My mom bought the iPad Pro before I bought this, and I just did not like the price tag on that. This was just a lot cheaper and it does a lot of the same things. I just went ahead and bought it, and it was my first big purchase for school. Now I'm going to show you some accessories that I use with this iPad. I bought the Apple Folio keyboard case for my iPad because I needed something to type with, and I didn't really want a keyboard that I had to recharge often. I just went ahead and bought this one because I was already at the store and I was buying the iPad and it was right there, and it was way cheaper than the Magic Keyboard, which is Apple's new keyboard for their iPad. This one was like $130, but I think it was worth it. It was kind of pricey. I did regret it a little bit, but after using it for a while, I just realized that it was just so useful, being so thin and so compact. It's really, really, really thin, and I really like it. That's my case, and this is how you use it. You just kind of fold it out and it connects whenever you stick it on like that. It's a magnet. Another thing I use is this Apple Pencil, kind of. It's from Amazon and it was $25. I'll link it down below. I didn't really feel the need to buy an Apple Pencil because I don't use this even that often, but when I take notes or when I draw on my iPad, I just wanted something that would work kind of the same, and this works literally just like the Apple Pencil. This has worked great for me and I don't regret buying this at all. Another thing that I use for my iPad is a paper screen protector. It's not actually paper, it just feels like paper, and I think it's so useful for note writing. Listen. It feels like paper. I love it. And I didn't actually go for the Paperlike brand. I've seen a lot of ads for Paperlike, but I went for a different brand on Amazon because it was a lot cheaper, and I will link that down below as well. Okay, so let's get started on what's on my iPad. I'm going to change the view on my camera. Okay, so let's get started on everything that's on this screen. This is my home screen, and I pretty much just keep all my widgets organized over here. I have my Pinterest board widget. I actually have two. One's right here as well. I have a calendar, and then I have the weather, my battery, my Spotify, and then another Pinterest board. This page right here, I just have basically all the apps that came with my iPad and some that I downloaded. I deleted a lot of apps that had come with my iPad because I just didn't use them, and I really like how Apple allows us to delete some of the apps that you don't want. You can't delete that one, but you can delete a lot of them, and I really like that function on the iPad. This whole top row came with my iPad. I have calendar, clock, notes, reminders, camera, photos, settings, news, App Store, and iMovie, and then everything else I downloaded except for this folder, which we'll get into later. And then Pinterest is one of my favorite apps that I've downloaded. I don't use this for school, but I do use it for ideas, like organization ideas. I have a lot of boards. So if you want to follow my Pinterest, my account is just Adele Hall. Then I use Instagram. I don't really get on Instagram that much on my iPad. I only get on it whenever I'm actually really bored. Netflix I use on airplanes and car rides whenever I travel. It's really easy to just pull up a movie and download one if I don't have internet. YouTube, of course, everybody loves YouTube. I go on there often. Tools, I basically use these every once in a while, but I don't use them that much on here. This is only if I have lost my phone or my AirPods or something. And then these I use for schoolwork, and this one sometimes I use when I need to walk somewhere on campus if I'm doing on-campus classes. This is a study folder, and I actually use all of these. These are some apps that I use for school. I have Docs. I write a lot of my essays on there. It's a really easy format to use. I have Files, which this is where I upload all of my work from Docs and Office, and I upload them from Files onto my school's database. I don't really use this that often. It came with the iPad, but you basically just do notes on here, and I don't really use this one often. Office is Microsoft Office. I use that quite a bit. Sketchbook, I really like this app. It's really just for sketches, and I will write notes on here every once in a while. Oh wow. I will write notes on here every once in a while. I have Zoom, and that's self-explanatory. I use Zoom for school and work, and everything being online nowadays, that comes in really handy. Planner, I love this app. It's a really good app to use for school. I haven't been on here that often because it is just now starting a new semester. I actually love this app for planning out things. I really like that this app has different layouts. You can use day, week, month, or year, and I usually use the weekly format because I found that going week by week is just, it makes college go by a little faster, and you still stay organized, but you kind of just have your week at a glance, and I really like it that way. But I play around with them. I switch back and forth a lot. The colors are also really cool. I like that they have solids and pastels. The pastels are more like highlighters, but they're still really cute, and I still really like them. They also have stamps, and you can change the color to the stamps. I also know that if you buy the full package on this app, you can get more stamps and more colors, I believe, but I haven't bought that. I just use what they gave me for free, and it works perfectly fine for me. You can also switch planners. I have a college planner and a life planner, and they just separate my two lives. This is a app called Bookshelf, and this is where I access all of my textbooks for my college. It's really helpful. I don't have any books on here right now, obviously, but when the school year starts, I will be using them. Then I have these books. I don't use these for school that often, but sometimes I'll have like a assigned reading and I'll have to buy the book, and I just get it online or I rent it and it'll be on here. Quick Notes is a free notes app, and I use this quite a lot for notes. Of course, I don't have any notes right now. I'm not doing any classes, but it's just a quick and easy notes. I don't know what I'm doing. Again, I'm not left-handed, so yeah, just a quick and easy notes app, and it's really helpful. And then over here, of course, I have games because I do get bored. I'm like everyone else. I have Project Makeover, which is a really fun game. I love this game so much. It keeps my brain working. I love getting into games that are good for your brain, and this one actually is super fun as well because you basically remodel a whole person's room and their outfit and their whole look. And this is not an ad or anything, but I have a burning love for this game, and I really love it so much. So if you are thinking about getting any games for the college year to de-stress and also help your brain think a little bit more, this is a really good game. I have Roblox because my boyfriend and I, we go to 2 different colleges, and again, I'm always traveling, so I don't get to see him often, and we usually love to play games together. My cousins also play Roblox with me, and so does my little brother. Then I have Clawy, which is just a claw machine, and honestly it doesn't work that well, but I still get on it every once in a while. Down here I have pretty much all the things that are just necessary to have on hand on my iPad. I have Messages, FaceTime, Contacts, Safari, and Google. I use these two the most. I use Google more, but Safari is also pretty helpful because it's the OG, you know. Then I have Spotify and Mail. It's already getting dark outside because I've been filming that long, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not even looking at the camera because I'm filming on my phone and I don't know how to work it. And I'll see you again soon whenever I think of another video idea. Please help me out below. Like, what do you want to see from me? Yeah. Thanks, guys.